So, yes, thank you, Captain. So, defeating the Octostomp has short-circuited the wiring here, allowing us access to the next area. The first proper world, I would say. We've kind of gotten our feet wet with a tutorial, and now we have basically hero mode for real. Okay, Mission 6, Propeller Lift Playground. Mission 7, Spreader Splatfest. Mission 5, Floating Sponge Garden. There's our area gate. Mission 4, Gusher Gauntlet. Looked like there were others. Or at least one other one besides the boss. Yes. And Mission 9, Unidentified Flying Object, Trouble in Cobbles. In that case, let's go in order again. So for this stage, the gimmick is gushers. And we shoot them, they, well, gush out a bunch of ink. Nothing here. Gushers can be used both offensively and defensively. As you can see there, they can protect us from enemy fire, as well as being mobility tools. So we've had the Octo Stomp, and now we have Octo Stabbers. These guys are basically mini versions of the boss we've just fought. Oh, it fell off. Not missing anything here? No. Very good. Moving on. Got a bunch of gushers over here, so let's... Ooh, we actually got splattered there. Those Octo Troopers have a bit more rapid fire. This seems off the beaten path. A bunch of eggs. Aha! Gimme! Down we go! And there's our sackfish. I always love little lore stuff like the Sun Scrubs, so I want to get them as best I can. This scroll was found in the deep rock layer. Its age estimated at approximately 2,000 years. It details the ancient turf wars of the time. It seems the basic 4 versus 4 battle format had already been established at this stage. So that's referring to the online mode, where you would fight battles in a 4v4 format. The blue ink looks nice. I think the green and blue are my favorites so far. So sponges will stay enlarged so long as only your ink is covering them. As soon as they're hit by enemy fire, they'll shrink. So if you're using them to platform, you'll want to be careful. Wait a minute. Probably something over there. It's okay, we're still early in the level. We can just restart. Okay, where does this take us? Oh, what? Okay. How do we get over to that other bit then? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, so now Capital Fish is telling us about how enemy attacks affect sponges. Ah. So how does one get down there? That's not it. Wait, I have an idea. You and you. Now we can enlarge the sponge again. Oh, there was guys up there that could have shot at us. I made that needlessly complicated. Be really careful here, because all these guys can't make sponges disappear outright. They can make them so small you can't effectively dodge attacks. Oh god, I'm so bad. Okay. Every time we leave the level, our ink color changes. The terrifying biology of the inkling. Limbs can leap up to 1.5 meters. Brain, Simple and hedonistic. Bones, none. Eyes can spot prey from 100 meters away. Defense, high pressure, high capacity ink sac. Try to uncover kettles on the gamepad to super jump straight to them. Yeah, so you can't see that because I have no way of recording the gamepad. But if you're playing on original hardware, then the gamepad effectively acts as a map. Not even effectively, it is literally a map. So propellers will go up so long as they're provided with ink. No secrets under any of these, that's surprising. So yeah, back to, I guess my history with this game a bit. So, as I mentioned, I originally had zero interest in this game. The reason being that, growing up, I had basically only played Nintendo games and games that were on Nintendo systems. I had no experience with shooters of any kind. I was actually kind of immature about it. Like I just kind of thought all shooters were lame at the time. So Splatoon as a new game, even one made by Nintendo, didn't interest me. It was like a time where basically anything that wasn't Mario or Pokemon, I did not care about. Even Zelda, which I am now a big fan of, I had no interest in at the time. I guess very little interest in it, I should say. And while I did eventually come to enjoy this game as its own thing, many other Nintendo IPs I didn't learn to really appreciate until I was exposed to them through Smash for Wii U. And 3DS, I suppose, but I didn't have that one. Why am I looking for secrets? I already have the scroll. The Department of Energy have announced that further declines in the availability of electric power are likely to occur in the near future. With the underground domes also deteriorating rapidly, the future does not look bright. Spreader Splatfest. Another new mechanic. letters do exactly what it says on the box. They will spread ink of their color. Side note, this backdrop with the hot air balloons is beautiful. Oh, I bet that's our Socket Scroll. Can we get it from here? No, we can't reach. But we know where it is. Yellow and purple is a really nice color scheme. Very Wario Waluigi coded. So what's your favorite food? I'm partial to a nice biscuit. Basically always down for a good burger. I think there's a lot more that you can fuck up with a burger than you can a pizza, but in a lot of ways I would say that even a bad burger is still pretty decent. Like, you'd have to really fuck up to make a bad burger in my eyes. Okay, gimme. Give it here. Okay, so we have enough eggs to upgrade our hero shot. Going to be very helpful when it comes to things like fire rate and conserving our ink, which is the main reason why I want the hero shot before I want ink capacity. Throw a bomb at the Zapfish, the bubble around it bursts instantly. And when going into this level, I kind of realized, hey, wait a minute, we haven't found level 8 yet. The ink sprayed during the turf war vanishes almost immediately after the battle ends. How environmentally friendly, and incredibly convenient. Yeah, it's definitely convenient for Inkling society as, like, at large, because Inklings don't actually survive in water despite being squids. Octoling invasion, Kelpdome confrontation. So Kelpdome is actually one of the multiplayer stages. So, yeah, we can see the Zapfish already. Looks like we got company. Octolink sighted. Octolings effectively simulate enemy players. So you'll have to be more careful around them than your standard enemy. They dodge attacks, they use sub-weapons, And they kill you. So each checkpoint refreshes our lives, which is good. So, that right there is a great showcase of why I like burst bombs so much. Suit of armor. So, burst bombs kind of get you a little chip of damage in before you land your big hits. Scroll. Give it. Give it here. Deep in enemy territory now. Let's try Seekers. I don't think Seekers worked like I thought they would work. They kinda do. They just happen to only go in a straight line. I think I was getting the Seekers mixed up with the auto bombs, which were introduced in Splatoon 2. Okay, quickly. Yeah, the Octolings can be pretty dangerous if you let them overwhelm you. Oh. Okay, back in we go. Okay, let's be careful not to die this time. That was dangerous, but we managed. Just barely. Okay, got them. Done. So, the Octolings definitely began life as just single-player opponents, but after the game's release, it was actually discovered that there was playable versions of the Octolings in the code. Paradise Lost by Octonozzle. Okay. UFO spotted. Yeah, we can even see it in the distance there. That's an Octo Striker. If you wear the ink stripe, get out of the way when you see it coming. I still haven't upgraded. Hide in the ink so the blighter will lose you. Okay. Okay, you're using way too many British phrases and such for things to be a coincidence. There's no way he says stuff like lighter or how his favorite food is a biscuit in the American version, right? That has to be a localization thing. Go up these walls. That was too close. I haven't seen anywhere where the scroll could be. I don't like his lips. That direction. Thankfully, this level is mercifully short. That fish ahoy! Wow, we can't do that? That's crazy. I'm not fighting the boss till I've got my lore. You don't really think about it much these days since Splatoon has become so normalized as a Nintendo franchise. But, like, this was a weird game when it came out. It was like the weird new IP. I kinda wish Nintendo would do stuff like this more often. I feel like ARMS was probably the most recent time after Splatoon that they did something like this. And I think ARMS is interesting, I think it's a good setting. But Splatoon is just cooler. And they haven't done anything similar to either on Switch 2 yet. That's something I'd really like to see, like a weird experimental new thing. Okay, now we can go to the boss. It seems that some Octarians can assume a humanoid form. These specimens have superior physical capabilities and are highly impressive. High-ranking individuals have kelp on their heads. What motivates them, if anything at all? It seems that this world is just full of mysteries. So, we're fighting the Octonozzle next. Did we have yellow ink last time? I feel like we did. That is kind of the standard hero color for Splatoon. Oh! Messed that one up pretty badly. There we go. Let's do it properly the second time round. I don't like how those things up the Octonozzle point and poke out. Especially not the way they jiggle. I still didn't upgrade my stuff. I'm so stupid. Ink and funny colors and inklings really make brain go brrr. Caught fish. I fear the radio transmitter may be malfunctioning somewhat. Anyway, excellent work, Agent 3. Keep it up. Anti-octopus weapon prototypes. Okay. Before I forget again, we need to upgrade our weapon.